Hey, we have a special request. I had someone request for a B19 drift build. So I put one together. It's quick build that I put together. Put it together in one of the streams. So I'm going to use this time to go ahead and shamelessly promote. To follow, subscribe, leave a comment about what you think about the car. And I do live streams almost every morning between 8 and noon Central Time. So come check me out. Put on a follow there if you want to see some drifting content. You want to request a car or anything like that, and maybe we'll do something. So this was requested for a B19. Want to see what I could do with it, and so I put it together. We're gonna give a little tune. I'm not gonna do a really extensive video, so we're just mainly about the tune today. So here's what we did. So for the body kit, we left the wide body stance as stock. So this is pretty much going to be what you want to do. I left the wide body. If you want to put a wide body on there, you can. I just wasn't really a big fan of all the wide bodies. You might want to put missile on there, maybe. But I have left it with the stock body. So you can adjust your bumpers, whatever you want, whichever way you want to do it that way. So I don't really think this has much to do with how the build turned out. I just liked the way it looked. So we did stick with, of course, I bumped a few things in styling to get your fucking rating up. It's so dumb that you gotta do some of that shit. Anyway, so that is the body kit if you're interested. So we'll go on to the garage and I will show you the tune. We'll get right into it, and then we'll run a couple of elite races after that. So again, this is the B19 Mercedes. I am not a huge knowledge of Mercedes. All I know is they're German. This is not where I wanted to go. All I know is that they're German. But anyway, I think that, yeah. I know there's some good Mercedes out there. I do know, nothing against Mercedes. It's just, I was never into the Mercedes myself. I liked my Japanese sports cars. Your 240s, your 280s. Your Z's, the Z's, the Nissan lines. I love old Nissans, I'm not gonna lie. 280Z. Anyway, so here's the build. So we did everything as basic as we could get. The engine, stock. There might be a 2.0 version of this build where I throw a V8 in it. I'm not sure yet, but right now this is the budget friendly, as least street coins as possible. So stock motor. For the ECU, leave it stock. We did a racing turbo kit, ultimate camshafts, ultimate intake, stock fuel system, cylinder head, engine block, the rest, everything ultimate. And turn all this shit up. Turn it all. And then we'll go back to the drivetrain. This was where you want to put the ultimate, keep the stock. I kept the stock transmission as well. It's 4-speed, which I'm used to a 6-speed. So having to tune for a 4-speed was a little strange, but I think I got a good balance on it. So we kept the stock transmission. I just put a welded differential in there. If you know what you're doing when it comes to differentials, you can put ultimate, viscous 60, whichever. I just put it welded on there for as simple as possible. No ifs, ands, or buts. Slap it on there. Let's drift. That's why I put it on there. But if you want to get into the tuning your differential, get in there, start messing around with it. I have done it with the Vet, and I will say the Vet feels slightly better. So, but this feels great even with the welded diff. So, welded diff and ultimate on each of that with the stock transmission. Now for the tune. Of course, we got the shifting speed all the way to the left. Final drive. We're going to leave this right here on the screen just for a second while I explain as I go over it. So, all right. So for the final drive, we got 2.6. First gear, 3.42. Second gear, 1.64. Third gear, 1.3. Fourth gear, 0.92. Reverse gear, whatever you want. Drivetrain loss, that. All right. So next, I did some experimenting with the body here and there. I did have a stage 4 originally, and it still felt decent, but I felt like I needed a little bit more power versus the weight. I wanted some more high-end power, so I put the body back to stock. I was rolling originally with a stage 4, but we're at stock. And that's where I landed. And I feel it feels better. The gas tank, put the gas tank in, it just helps a little bit. And on drift sessions, when you're just going, having to stop in the middle of a drift session to go get gas sucks. So I put the prototype in just so that I can have, or not the prototype, I'm sorry, the ultimate, and just so I can have some more fucking gas in the car. So I don't have to keep constantly stopping what I'm doing. So I would say just put it in there. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. All right. So we'll go back to the suspension. Suspension, this is going to be, dude, okay, your suspension, I'm going to tell you what. I got this car stock, and just put your suspension on it. This is going to be key to every drift car that you're ever going to want to do is your suspension. These 3 things right here, all these 4 things right here, these, yeah. These are your most important. You can do, if you know what to do with these, you can pretty much, yeah, you can get it. You can find a good base on a drift car. I put these 3 things on, or these 4 things on, I'm sorry. And I fucking turned my anchorman up. I turned my steering angle up, and I messed with the caster. I just messed with these 3 things and already had a good solid drift car. So, and that was without anything else on the car. No power upgrades, stock motor, stock transmission, stock wheels. Oh, well, no, I had sports gas and these Street Plus. I do like Street Plus tires. So that is what I'm going to say with that. If you want to go with another tire, that's up to you. I prefer Street Plus. That's what I like. That just feels good to me. Sports is decent if I want to get some real heavy points, if I'm going on leaderboard. But with the sports tire, I tend to adjust my driving style differently because of the extra grip. So I say stick with Street Plus, but if you want to go to the street, that's all onto you. But I like Street Plus. So anyway, we'll get into the suspension settings after we go back over the parts real quick. So we got ultimate, rear anti no stabilizer in it, right? Braking system, this is going to be up to you. I didn't even mess with it, so I just bought it. I didn't mess with it, so you can't really see it because of my face. How about we move me over here, huh? Yeah. Okay. So since my face was in the way, why don't we go back over to the drivetrain real quick, and I'll give you guys a quick second to look at this again since my face is no longer. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, there's the transmission settings. If you want to take a screenshot or if you want to copy that, there is the shot. Sorry about that, guys. I could go and edit that out, but you know what? This is a quick just build guide, so it's all, yeah. I'm not going to do any heavy editing. Sorry. So back to the suspension parts. All right, so springs, ultimate springs all around. Dampers, stock. You can do these if you want. Go ahead. If you want to do the dampers, go right ahead. I left them stock because this is, like I said, this is quick, easy, cheapest build that I could put together for a baseline build. So no dampers. And for the I'm sorry, for the we'll go back into the suspension real quick. We'll go back to the body upgrades in a second. Okay, so for the front springs, we got 79. For the stiffness, 62. Spring stiffness, 62. Anti-roll bar stiffness, 57. Cambers at -5.5. Caster, 5.8. Anchorman, 81. I found this is where I like this car at. Steering angle maxed out. Your Anchorman, you can mess with this here and there. Same with Caster. As you get better with drifting and learning the car a little bit more, you might adjust these things a little bit more. as your knowledge of the car grows and you get better. Because I'm going to tell you right now, no build is going to make you a drift champ. You're going to have to learn how to drift. Wheel toe, negative 0.33. And of course, the brake pressure was nothing. So the rears, we got 83 on the spring length. Stiffness is 61. No bars. So no bar back there. Negative 0.25 on the camber. Negative 0.35 on the wheel toe. And of course, the dampers are nothing. I'll go back to the body real quick with the upgrade. Weight all the way down. Weight distribution all the way to the top. And then, of course, center of mass, I have it right in the middle at 18.5. And the wheels. Oh, shit. Look at that. I put new wheels on, and I did not change this. Okay. We'll have to... I forgot that I'd swapped tires over. Okay, anyway. So we'll go back to... Let's go back to the body real quick. We already did all that. Okay, so the wheels... Ultimate spacers. So I put 235 40/17s on the front and on the rear. So the 235 40/17s front and rear with the negative 10 racing front and rear. And for that, we've got the topped out on the front, bottom out on the back end. Offsets 1 and 1, just tuck the tires a little bit. If you use a body kit, the spacers will be kind of up to you depending on what your car and what you've done with the body kit. So that's that and that. I think that is it for that. We got all that good to go. All right. So there is the build put together. Now let's get it out, and I'm going to throw into an elite race real quick. So the gearing. Third gear. Third and second gear, depending. For the really tight ones, you might need to go down into first. Really tight, you might need to go in first. Second and third is going to be your main gears. Fourth gear, if you need to go into a heavy high-end drift, you might go into fourth gear. It has been tuned if you need to, but I found that you don't need to very often, so... That was awful. That was awful. I'm not very good at this track, so... But as you can see, even being shit at this track, this is not one of my my better tracks. But I got the points that I needed to go through for the elite race, and this is on normal. So if you really just want to get through your elite races, like, without having to worry, throw that shit on easy, and this car should smash it without even... You could spin out and still get the easy score. But I suggest if you can run the medium normal difficulty, just do it. You'll get more street coins out of it, more experience, more money out of it in the long run. Just do it. I wouldn't say, unless you're really good, I'd say stay away from hard. Because hard almost is pretty much, you gotta be perfect. Shit. But anyway. And another thing about this course, the inside right here on this turn, this is where your points are. Right in this area here, and I even just fell out of it. Going both ways. On the inside of that curve, that's where your points are. Little tip on this course. So, but anyway, here's your B19. Threw it together real quick. Did some tinkering here and there to get it together. and it feels good. I've gotten, not gonna lie to you, I think the leaderboards are down right now. I think fucking CarX has got issues, their servers issues or something. But I placed in the top 40 on the leaderboards with this car. So it is definitely a decent, god damn it, decent car. I was shocked. So anyway, like I said, man, you guys follow, let me know what you think about the car. I do plenty of drifting, streaming on YouTube. You guys come hang out, come check it out. We'll talk cars. You guys want to see some builds? I'm all about trying out some new builds. We got some ideas and already coming, but I always want to see what you guys come up with. So here's the B19 Mercedes-Benz. Appreciate you guys checking it out. Catch you on the next one. Legion.